Hey guys, welcome. Himmel here. Okay, so I only got about 3 days left for the Ballads and Brews, so I need to complete this now. First, let's try to finish the event story, and then we'll go with the mini games. I still need to do the bargaining mini game. I really don't like that one. Just a minute. There, much better. Okay, let's go to the Knights of Favonius. How come Albedo wasn't summoned? Is it because he was all the way at Dragonspine that they didn't bother to call him? That's I mean, come on, he's also a captain. Oh,
So you see, you're the best person for this.
best person for what?
Oh, just in time. Lisa and I were just talking about Razor's situation. Where were we? Ah, yes. The barrel.
What's with the barrel?
But obviously the nuts part is supposed to be a defender's will. But what kind of ingredient is a barrel?
Oh, come on, Paimon. You know that a barrel's purpose is where you put the ingredients in, which means it is what will protect or defend the ingredients. Seems entirely reasonable. Obviously, that's not what he meant. Seems entirely reasonable to me.
Is your brain half asleep or something? It doesn't make any sense at all.
It makes sense.
Oh, Paimon, don't worry. You'll get your ingredient. I've already tasked someone with sorting it out. The person is very conscientious and wants to properly research their contribution, so it may take some time, but hopefully it'll be worth the wait.
Research, huh? I wonder if that's albedo or sucrose. No, if I remember correctly, I think it was Kaya. Was it Kaya? No, if I remember correctly, someone mentioned to me that albedo is currently helping. Who was it? Timaeus, the one who's always at at the uh at the alchemy station. He was helping him out with his potions or something like that. That's probably why he wasn't here.
As for the barrel,
Timaeus, I
how
might
else were you
remember.
planning on mixing all the ingredients? Surely not in the giant cooking pot at Dada Upa Gorge.
Ah, the memories. That would be a suspicious thousand wine. Ah, the memories.
After much deliberation, I realized this was a job for the most sociable and savviest member in our ranks, the cavalry captain. So I asked him to take a trip to the Dawn Winery and somehow bring back a wine barrel.
Really? Sending him to Dawn Winery, Lisa.
All right, spare me the flattery, Lisa. We're all friends here, and I know you're only trying to help your student. But I haven't been back there in a long time. This could be quite difficult to accomplish in just a single trip.
Do you think Diluc is going to trash you?
Difficult? For you? Don't be silly. Negotiating is your biggest strength.
Um.
Fine Fest is one of the most important festivals in Mondstadt, and you know how Diluc thinks better than anyone. Just drop a few little hints, like how this is the first festival Mondstadt has had in a long time. We're short on much-needed supplies for a multitude of reasons. Oh, who can help us? When he hears that, I guarantee you he'll offer to help out with finances and sourcing goods.
Why don't you be the one to go, Lisa? You seem to know what to do better than Kaya.
Lisa's literally trying to extort Master Diluc.
I suppose. All right, I'll head out right away.
Good luck, Kaya. I hope you don't come back with bruises. No, let's not think about that. But it could be.
Wow, he didn't take much persuading. And Paimon was just about to thank Lisa for the things she's been doing for Razor behind the scenes.
I think the only reason why Kaya is agreeing to this is because he'll make a laugh out of it with Diluc on Diluc.
Oh, Paimon doesn't even know whose side to be on anymore.
What do you mean, Paimon? Does there need to be a side in here?
Traveler and teacher did a lot for me. A lot of work.
No, actually, we didn't do much.
But me, I still can't answer questions. So useless.
Dear me, what's gotten you so upset, my little wolf cub? We can't have you being so down in the dumps.
Some questions you can't stop thinking about. Maybe an information overload. Some questions you can't stop thinking about.
I see. Cutie, how about you keep Kaya company while I stay here and help Razor process his feelings? As his teacher, I owe him some tutelage anyway. Come and collect him in a few days' time. The last ingredient should be ready by then as well.
Splendid. I was just thinking about how nice it would be to have some company on my trip.
I don't know what is right, but I trust teacher. I accept.
It's a plan, then. Lisa, your god said, thank you.
Well, aren't you a sweet one? But this is as much my business as yours. It's my pleasure, really. Run along now, and don't forget to tell Diluc that the Knights of Favonius send our regards.
Kaya being there, he would probably already know and be fuming. Okay, so let's have
This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
my Kaya is not
Ready when you are.
yeah, my Kaya is not leveled.
For justice.
Oh,
Epic.
I thought it was going to. Oh no. Oh, there we go. My problem is arising. Let me wait. Let's hurry it up. Yeah, let's hurry it up. We can't dilly-dally. I don't know when my net will stop functioning. Oh. Anyway.
Kaya, you're fond of a good drink, aren't you? Vine Lacerfest must be right up your alley. Kaya?
Oh, I'm sorry. My mind was elsewhere. What was your question?
Getting ready for a confrontation.
Never mind. Nothing that important.
Is it getting ready for a confrontation? No. Lynn. What? Oh, and it's all the way back up. Probably food again. Oh, no. All right. Finally. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Okay, let's not get sidetracked. There was another one that came here. Pallet's Dilemma. Let's just ignore that one and... let's just continue on. Before anything else happens. Again. Running low on time. Okay. I hope nothing happens during cutscenes.
Hi there, Master D-Luke.
Oh, I was just wondering who'd be coming all the way out here during the Vine Laserfest. So, it's you two.
Actually, it's us three.
And you, too.
So cold. Almost enough to make me feel unwelcome here, Master D-Luke.
I think you were, Kaya.
Don't forget that this is my home, too. I'm fairly certain that taking a trip home during festival season is a universal custom, common to all the cultures of Teyvat.
Please get to the point.
The point is one that you've already raised yourself. The Vine Lacerfest. To celebrate this long-awaited festival, the acting Grand Master has been coordinating with both the church and the Adventurers Guild to host a series of events.
I don't think that's exactly what we came here for, though.
Unfortunately, given the financial situation of the Knights of Favonius, well, I'm sure you can imagine.
Kaya is really using the name of the Knights of Favonius to scam Diluc.
And the Knights of Favonius's woes have what exactly to do with me?
Hey, no need to be so cruel. Even I'm not going to take that. Everyone's just doing the best they can for Mondstadt. Now, I can't remember the last time I tasted Dawn Winery's Weinlesefest special. And I'm sure the Mondstadt populace would echo this sentiment. Are you going to deny others the opportunity to drink to their heart's content just because you don't like to drink yourself?
I'm not sure where we're getting at exactly. Exactly.
Check it out. Kaya's not so subtly asking for freebies. He's actually doing it.
What a guy. Yeah, and he's using other people for it.
Anyway, speaking of the Knights, everyone dearly hopes that you'll rejoin our ranks again one day. Then we'll be one big happy family again. If we were able to enjoy the sterling reputation of Master Diluc, I'm sure people would be queuing for our charity booth all the way to Falcon Coast.
He just wants Diluc to go to the fair. He also wants Diluc to go to the fair.
Give that silver tongue of yours a rest. You might need it to maintain public order at the festival. Duly noted on the financial issues you raised. I'll have Elzer follow up with Hertha in more detail. And I just so happen to have a batch of wine that I can offer as a token of appreciation to everyone that has been working so hard for the festival.
Why could I hear some kind of sarcasm in there?
Shall I address it to you personally?
That would be an absurd request, even for me. The words, with compliments from the Dawn Winery, ought never be preceded by, to the cavalry captain. Is that not the unwritten rule?
With compliments from the Dawn Winery. To the cavalry captain. With compliments from the Dawn Winery. Kaya, you're really milking this all the way above.
You're better informed than I thought. In that case, I will leave this with Adelind and keep everything anonymous.
Oh.
I really can't thank you enough.
Master Diluc is so generous. That's all Paimon needs to get that warm, fuzzy feeling. Which is just as well since she won't be allowed to drink a drop.
Yeah, we both won't be.
Huh. Are you two here regarding the Weinlesefest too?
Actually, we're here about Razor. We need a barrel. You tell Diluc that you're helping Razor to make 1,000 in wine.
Poor Razor. He grew up so fast, and he's still looking for his father. Master Diluc, we really ought to lend him a hand.
Oh, so you're telling me that Lisa actually sent Kaya for 2 errands? That is, to ask for financial and then inserted help for Razor? Is that it?
How come Klee said he's looking for his mom, but Kaya says he's looking for his dad? It might make more sense to them, but it's gonna get confusing for everyone else.
How come Klee said he's looking for his mom, but Kaya says he's looking for his dad? Well, I'm certainly for sure everyone is going to end up thinking that he's looking for both his parents.
It's okay. I understand.
Yeah, I mean, Diluc would probably already know about Razor's situation.
We have a spare barrel in the winery. It's a little old, but it's been specially treated for durability. You could leave it next to a flaming flower all day and there wouldn't be a scratch. I think that one should satisfy your needs.
Sounds great! We'll take it! When can we come fetch it?
No need. I'll have someone deliver it to the festival market. Just collect it from the Angel's Share stand.
Aw, you always make things so nice and easy for us, Master Diluc. Thanks a lot. Razor will really appreciate it.
You're more than welcome. Helping each other is what friends do.
Wonderful. Always eager to help. and never forgets to return a favor. That's the Master D-Luke I know.
What about you, Kaya?
Oh, it's nearly dinner time. Would you care to stay for a meal?
Oh, that was another jab.
How time flies. I'll be on my way then.
How did you put it? Ah, yes. Taking a trip home during festival season is a universal custom, common to all the cultures of Teyvat. Now that even Master D-Luke has made an offer, are you quite sure you won't stay for a meal after coming all this way, Master Kaya?
I couldn't possibly, Adeland. I wouldn't want to trouble you.
Oh, don't say that. How often do I get a chance to indulge my dear Master Kaya, Tea for the cavalry captain when you visit in an official capacity doesn't count. I only get to spoil you if you let me cook for you.
Oh,
Well then, what happened to your swagger? Lost for words?
He got you there, Kaya.
D-Luke, you...
Surely you wouldn't dream of disappointing Adeland.
The more the merrier.
All right, then. I'll take you up on the offer. Adeland, one more set of cutlery, please, if you'd be so kind.
The group danced to the sound of Kaya suggesting and looks disapproving
I'm
grunt.
so full. Adeline's cooking's amazing. Everything looked and tasted so beautiful.
Thank you for your hospitality. I enjoyed it as well. Let's pick the first one.
Glad you liked it. You're welcome to join again anytime.
Is that a jab at Kaya's hearing?
Oh, then I may have to tag along on the traveler's adventures more often in the future.
Ugh, Kaya's back to his usual ways.
All right, now that our task is complete and our bellies are full, it's time for me to get back to work.
Take care, Master Kaya. Have a safe trip back.
We should get going as well. Lisa's taking care of Razor, but the Violaza Fest can't do without us.
Yeah.
See you next time, Master D-Luke.
Indeed. Goodbye. Family, huh? Don't mind me. You should probably head back and get some rest. I'm not the most familiar with Razor, but you can contact me if you ever need help.
It's been a long time since I saw Masters D-Luke and Kaya sharing a meal together. The atmosphere was not something that a maid of my lowly stature should be commenting on. Thank you so much for visiting. I hope to see you again soon.
What's his dad over there? Oh, just someone with a quest. Anyways, let's head back. Oh, so we need to get out. So we need to actually get out of here. Fine. We'll do it the normal way. Oh. Alright. Okay, so let's continue. No, not that one. No, 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 no. Um I still got 2 for this one. Angel share stalls buying brewing ingredients. We have a large demand for such ingredients and our prices are fair. If you have stock on hand, friends will be glad to talk prices with you. Alright. Would you like something to drink? Not only are we selling wine, but we are also acquiring all kinds of winemaking ingredients during the festival. You're welcome to come around and discuss anything you're interested in. I'd like to sell winemaking ingredients. Wait. What do we have? Oh, fruits of the festival. Oh, it's this one. Alright, let's buy this one. Of course, we're going to buy this one. I wonder if this is only for the event. Anyways, apple cider. Okay, it's a good thing I checked out the what they're selling. I like to sell winemaking ingredients. Sure, these are the ingredients that we're buying at the moment. Selling ingredients. I could only buy 5 at a time. That's it. What else? Purchasing all sorts of brewing ingredients. Prices are negotiable, so hit us with your best. And don't worry, we'll keep your identity a secret from Dioda. Oh, it's just the store across. One here. Sorry, but Tiana will be on leave for the duration. Oh, don't worry.
Looks like we've got enough funds now. Let's go see Bernhard. Sorry.
Wait, how much funds did we actually got? He needed 25, if I remember correctly. No, that's not good. It's not here. Anyways, fine. Whatever. At least I'm finally done with this.
Got all the funds you need.
Already? Wow, you sure work fast.
Everything's in place. We just need to open shop now.
All right. Our suppliers are ready and waiting. Just give me a moment. What do you think? Not bad, huh? Of course, if you're in a creative mood at any point, feel free to redecorate the place however you want.
It's great! Really looks the part.
Mm-hmm.
The shop definitely needs a name, though. How about, Favonian Goodies?
What's this? Indubitably Paimonial. What does this even mean? What does the first word even mean? Indubitably Paimonial.
Paimon will take that as a compliment. Okay, Bernhard, so what do you need us to do next?
Gathering the funds was a monumental task. It must have been very demanding. So don't worry about all those other menial things that need doing. I'll handle those. You both have more experience than me. It'd be great if you could figure out the more managerial level things like our sales strategy, SOPs, USPs, QC principles, KPIs.
It would be better if Zhongli would be here. No, Zhongli would be buying everything without caring about the cost. It would be much more better. I think Ning Wang Maybe better.
I've got to be honest. I hear other store owners using these terms, but I can't say I really know what they mean. I just know they're important, which means they're probably best dealt with by you.
So in other words, we'll be the shop owners who make the big business decisions, and you'll be the shop assistant doing all the actual day-to-day work?
Yep. My strength is in execution. Your shop, your rules. I am but a tool to be used however you see fit.
Very selfless.
That sounds a little extreme. This is for charity, remember? We're not some cutthroat business executives. All right, why don't you go ahead and take a type 5, Bernhard? The two of us need to touch base on strategy.
What are we going to do? Analyze the product and...
Okay, we have a clear corporate mission statement. Our goal is to become the best darn snack shop in the whole festival market. Now let's all prepare to give 110% as we receive our first customers.
We're open for business.
Traveler? Paimon? What a surprise!
Oh, it's Fischl and Mona.
Mona and Fischl! You came to check out the market, huh?
One was wise to follow one's intuition and ask Lady Magistus to join the Prinzessin on a tour of this folk festival. Extraordinary events may yet unfold, even on this unexceptional autumn day. Splendid, most splendid.
Mein Fräulein is battling hard to suppress the euphoria in her voice. Seeing you here has put her in the most wonderful mood.
So that's why she was sounding a little bit, weirder. No, not weirder. It seems like she was a bit awkward in what she was saying.
Oz, spare us your gratuitous embellishments.
Maybe you should leave me to do the explaining. Not long ago, Her Highness had a very nice dream and took it as a sign that something good was about to happen. Naturally, Her Highness's first thought was to come to me for some astrological guidance on the matter. She also noticed that the Weinlesefest was in full flow and asked if I was interested in checking it out with her. I, of course, agreed. I can take advantage of the festival period discounts to purchase some bulk supplies for my present column writing spree.
Column writing spree? Wait, column writing spree? What the... Column writing spree for whom? I don't think there is a newsstand at Mondstadt.
I must admit, without Her Highness's reminder, the Weinlesefest may well have completely passed me by.
Lady Magistus, might Her Highness remind you that the dream of which you speak occurred no less than 9 days ago? And that only after awaiting Lady Magistus's return letter. In vain for all this time did one have no recourse but to rap most furiously upon the door to thy abode.
She's probably so focused on her reading.
Wait. It's been 9 days already? 9 days! Where did the time go?
She hasn't even noticed 9 days has already passed?
In light of the great importance this manuscript has to you, Lady Magistus, one shall not hold thy inattentiveness to the passage of time against thee.
Wait, I wonder if she's also like Xingqiu. Is she also writing stories and sending them to Yae Miko for the publishing house?
But I would implore you, Lady Magistus, to be attentive at least to the nigh overflowing mailbox outside your door. There appear to be many others whose letters go unanswered.
Probably especially the rent fee. I still remember that the owner was asking us where Mona was because she hasn't paid her rent yet. Some commission ago.
Wow, Mona, you are so immersed in your research that you forgot all about the time, stopped checking your mail, and almost missed out on a huge festival.
Sometimes it's very important to not be disturbed. Your ability to focus is admirable.
Anyway, time is of the essence. I have a lot of bulk buying to do. Speaking of which, it's quite a surprise to see you running your own shop. And a snack shop at that. The most important kind.
We are very, very talented at cooking after all.
Oh, actually, we're just helping someone else out. Feel free to browse around.
Is there anything you'd like to purchase?
Let me think. Can you recommend anything that goes well with a drink?
Sure can. If you got the hangries, then look no further. Just let Paimon check the menu. Wait a sec. Goes well with a drink.
Drink as in wine?
Uh-oh. Is the writing going that badly? You know drinking isn't gonna solve your problems, right?
As it happens, Main Fräulein has been visiting Mona quite frequently as of late. It is possible that Lady Magistus is feeling the pressure from the constant interruptions.
Restrain yourself, hanging their phone out. Restrain yourself, Your Highness.
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. This has nothing to do with drinking or with officials' visits. You all need to calm down. Recently, Her Highness invited me to try her signature cold-cut platter. Sorry, I mean Die Heilige Sinfonie.
Die Heilige Sinfonie.
It had such a unique taste, and every bite was so sumptuous. Before I realized it, I had finished the entire plate.
Wow. Well, an empty plate is the highest compliment you can give to the chef.
Wait, don't tell me that she's on a diet
Die
or something.
Heilige Sinfonie is an excellent dish. It's filling, full of energy, and has a long shelf life. And, if I'm not mistaken, it's often paired with alcohol, yes?
Oh, so that's what she meant.
It is, in almost every respect, a far superior dish to the so-called satisfying salad. The sole exception being the steep price.
Oh, so she's going to buy a wine to complement the food. It means that they're going to eat it later in dinner.
Fortunately, however, the Weinlese Fest is upon us. A festival during which not only are wines sold at discounted prices, but also wine-related food products.
Although we don't have any idea about the wine.
This opportunity
Good
is
product.
a godsend. I cannot let it slip by.
Rejoice, Lady Magistus. That dish was but a spontaneous creation, hastily made in a moment of need while on a royal excursion. You shall have many opportunities to enjoy far finer culinary delights than this.
Main Fräulein means to say that this dish represents a mere fraction of her full capabilities.
Oh, so Official's the one who cooked?
But of course, far be it for me to suggest that the true breadth of Her Highness's culinary brilliance can be displayed in a single dish. However, I cannot expect the sovereign to serve her subject. What I mean is, I can't keep letting you cook for me when you're a guest in my home. At the very least, I should have something more than salad in store for when people come around. With any luck, I'll be able to find something to your taste here.
Oh.
Mona, is that really what this is all about?
She started speaking normally.
Main Fräulein, might I suggest alternative phrasing that would be more faithful to your style? Perhaps, long had I foreseen this, or thou needst not fret over thy affinity for salad.
Most indeed, Lady Magistus. You have long since earned the recognition of your princessin. Devote yourself to deciphering the secrets of the starry sky. You need not spend precious hours in search of additional ways to delight me.
My tummy is hurting. I'm laughing.
worry. I won't always be as busy as this. It'll be quite nice to work on some other skills when I have the time.
In that case.
Allow Favonian goodies to be the solution to your troubles. In addition to our range of ready-to-eat drinking snacks, we also have a wide variety of semi-prep dishes for sale. Why not get a few of each kind? Finishing off these ready-to-cook meals at home is easy as pie, takes no time at all, and can help you improve your cooking skills.
Really, Paimon? Paimon is on a roll.
Then, once you have more time on your hands, you'll be ready to challenge yourself with some trickier dishes.
She's trying to sail talk, Mona.
We can even come and help if you want. The Traveler is really good at cooking. It'd be no problem.
Yeah, piece of cake.
That's a great idea. I'm almost tempted to increase my budget now. Lady Magistus, your princessin awaits your culinary masterpiece with great anticipation.
But please keep Paimon's suggestion in mind and allocate your time wisely.
Oh, you just wait. The next time you dine at my home, I'm sure you will be pleasantly surprised.
You got yourself a free invitation, Paimon. Mona buys and supplies. Thanks. Do you propose to in these?
Favonian Goodies has just completed its first sale!
A small sale, but a major milestone.
That's right! And it makes Paimon so happy to see a delighted customer find something that they really like. Oh, Paimon never knew that selling things to people who need them could feel so fulfilling! Looks like being a shop owner is a pretty cool job after all.
Depends.
Alright, let's keep up the momentum and get our name out there!
Oh! After your shop has been open, talk to Berhard to see how your shop is doing. Before every customer flow cycle starts, distribute funds well and adjust the 3 directions of your shop. Your income will increase when each direction reaches its target point. If the sum of funds allotted in one direction exceeds its target point, you can still obtain bonus earnings. After a certain number of customer flow cycles, you can use shop stratagems to help you out. You can view the various effects of these shop stratagems in the strategic overview menu. After a few customer flow cycles, you can invite assistants to support you in running the shop. Really? Is this a co-op? These assistants can each provide a fixed buff to one direction at a time. Your assistants can give a certain amount of earnings as reward. The number of times this amount can be awarded is limited. The effect of each assistant will only last for 1 customer flow cycle, after which you must wait 2 more cycles before you can hire that same assistant again. Although it's probably other players, although I can only see the Traveler's face. While running your shop, you may meet with some emergencies and unexpected situations. Deal with these issues as they crop up in time and you will be rewarded. Use your shop stratagems and other methods to deal with these circumstances more effectively. Really? What about the shop? Oh. Okay. But insufficient funds cannot adjust direction. Oh, so that's it. Alright, let's look at this. Next cycle. Can we put in some more? Product quality. What is holistic? Wait, I want to business efficiency, holistic service, product quality. Okay. Next cycle. Let's just continue this until the end. Deal with an emergency. Wait, you have an emergency? Honorary Knight, Paimon, you've been running the shop for a while. The current operation method of the store refers to the previous business activities, which is fine, but may not be applicable in all cases. You are well informed and can think about your unique business style based on your experience with other business people. Oh, is this what Bernard meant earlier when he mentioned shop stratagems? We actually have quite a few ideas. It's time to put them into practice. Okay, then do whatever you feel is best, and I will do my best to carry out your orders. At the same time, I will also help collect the experience of other businessmen and provide it to you. I hope this note will inspire you and give you new ideas. Obtain new shop stratagem. What's this? Do you wish to unlock this? Quality. The cost of artisanry increased by a large amount, while business efficiency and logistics will decrease a small amount. Product quality will increase by a middling amount. And logistics will decrease. Let's not do with the decrease, you know. This one. This one. Then let's do with okay, let's do this. Base target reach 6,000. Oh, so this is the. Oh, right. All right. Okay, let's go. Unexpected situations. Supply shortage. The product quality target for the snack shop's products will be more stringent for one customer flow. What? Supply shortage. Oh no. Unexpected. The product quality target for the snack shop will be more stringent for one customer. Product quality. Assessment time. Emergency assessment time. Okay. Is this where he'll tell us? Honorary Knight and Paimon. The owner's assessment is here. Please cooperate with me. Owner's assessment? Sounds a bit like a legal examination. Are we supposed to fill out a super complicated answer sheet? No. No need to be so formal. I just need your verbal answers. Our store was in a special situation and Leia was supposed to be inspecting me, but I already knew the entire safety manual by heart. You two are in charge now, so Leia asked me to check you out on her behalf. All you have to do is answer 2 questions and prove that you are safety aware. I believe in you guys. You can also get a reward if you answer correctly. Oh! Paimon was really nervous about the task just now. Well, now it sounds pretty simple. Let's do this. Alright, first question. If a known alcoholic suddenly shows up in front of your shop intoxicated, what do? We'll be selling it too? If a known alcoholic... What was he drinking? Hey, that's definitely wrong. Well, the correct answer is call the Knights of Favonius for support to prevent the other party from getting into a drunken accident. Well, both of the options that you gave me were wrong. Still, according to Honorary Knight's thinking, if it can fuddle even an alcoholic like that, it must be no ordinary drink. Its stock is bound to be limited. If we join in, we can cut down on inventory in other stores. Plus, there's another place in the market that sells it. It reduces the likelihood that drinkers will drink too much in one store. Amazing. Thinking longer term is indeed something more fitting for the Honorary Knight. This is so weird. I didn't think that... I didn't think any of my what of the boat options actually gave any solutions. Bernard, this logic is so complicated. You don't have to work so hard to bail Traveler out. Alright, so next question. Items for sale are often boxed up and stacked, posing a fire hazard. As a shopkeeper, what measures would you take to prevent fire hazards? Put a cryo slime in one of the boxes. Put a cryo slime in each of the boxes. Put a cryo... Items for sale are... Hey! Be serious! Yeah, both answers are not even serious in the least. Wait, I never thought about that before. The way goods are stacked for sale is a problem that every shopkeeper faces. Normally, a good answer would be along the lines that it is very dangerous to concentrate a large number of wooden boxes together, and they should be stacked separately with proper ventilation in mind. But that would make it cumbersome to pick up the goods, and it would be too much of a problem for understaffed stores. Only those who are very strong can employ the honorary knight's methods, but by ensuring the fire resistance of wooden crates, you can fundamentally solve the problem. But the other problem with that is the cryo slimes itself. I think the shop would end up being ruined, though. Even I would think of that. Oh no, Bernard. I remember Timaeus in the city say that there is a coating laced with slime condensate that has a good fire resistance effect. That's for sure worth promoting. Oh, okay. If it's the slime condensate, then that's fine. Bernard, are you for real? If Paimon Traveler could answer either way, Paimon would have jumped on those questions immediately. Otherwise, as one of the store owners, Paimon isn't pulling any weight at all. Please don't be discouraged, Paimon. The honorary knight's answers were light and witty and also made sense. In a way, it's a lot like what you would say. Actually, it doesn't make sense to me. Perhaps the honorary knight's answers to the questions were inspired by you. This guy is sugarcoating it, really. Oh, really? Hey, hey, you found me out. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Oh, that's right. Next time you have a question like that, let Paimon answer it. Either way, I always learn a lot when I'm working with you two. You passed. You gave excellent answers to both questions. Here's the reward from Leia. Please accept it. I think he was really making us do things. Click to view assistant. Oh, so it is one of your friends. Okay. Increase. Oh, well, both of them are increased. Let's go. Wait, what? Oh. You have gained, for now, you have reached the stage target. Wait, how many cycles do we have to do? Reach 80,000 earnings. Business efficiency will increase by a middling amount. Business efficiency will increase by a small amount, while product quality and holistic service will increase very slightly. Oh! Well, this is good ones, at least. product quality will increase by a small amount. When an expected situation occurs, product quality will gain a bonus increase. Okay. Oh, until we reach this one. Okay. Unexpected situation. Quality sampling. The snack shops. What? The snack shop's product quality target will be more stringent for one customer flow cycle. This is the one, right? Mysterious package. What's this? YouTube, we've got a problem. An unidentified man came quietly into the store leaving a package and a letter. The man said in his letter that he had heard about our charity sale and remembered his financial hardships as a child. He was very touched. He wanted every child to grow up happy, so he donated some fair brewed jelly and other goods for sale. This is the first time this has happened to us. Paimon's a little moved. But why would he hide his identity? Maybe this guy has a low profile? Perhaps doing good deeds without leaving a name also gives a special sense of accomplishment? Very sus though. Maybe we should be more prudent. I have heard that treasure hoarders have mixed counterfeit goods with ordinary goods for unsuspecting merchants to sell. This way they can successfully throw away the hot potato and make more on the side. Hyman can't believe it. Those horrible treasure hoarders. How can they even cheat innocent shop owners and customers? Hyman's suddenly a little nervous. Traveler, what do you think we should do with the package? Better check the package. Yep, let's be on the safe side. I'll take the package back to the Knights of Favonius and have it verified. Bernard took the package to the Knights of Favonius headquarters. It's a proof honorary knight empowerment. There was nothing wrong with the content of the package. Captain Hertha told us not to worry. In previous years, people have made such anonymous donations at the charity sale. But it's better to be safe than sorry, you know. But this is still a good reminder. Recently, we've been following the treasure hoarders very closely, and it's possible they could use this trick to get out of trouble. When Captain Hertha heard about it, she also made a donation to the sale from her own pocket to show her encouragement. Paimon sees, so the package is alright thanks to the mysterious kind soul. Paimon wishes him good fortune every day. Okay, which... Who was the one first? Traveler. Oh! Oh! So this is actually us, huh? Let's increase the holistic service. Okay, so we can focus on this one. Okay, we're done. A sizable amount of jelly. You got that? Where is it? Where is it? I don't see it. Anyways. Let me just check. Unlocked by shop securing 32,000 points. Not yet available. Complete prerequisite. Okay. Oh no. Wait, how many cycle does this have? Hmm. When product quality is target, Jewel will be refunding us. Zero cost trial and error. And current earnings. Not yet unlocked. When will there are no more customers left for this stage? Please wait for or unlock the next stage. Oh, okay, so that's it.
Honorary Knight, Paimon! Good news! We have some new helpers! These two store owners heard about our charity sale. They want to donate their earnings and join us.
What?
Oh?
A donation? Are you sure?
Yeah, you're not going to put up your own stands?
Absolutely.
Matt's general goods seller.
Each extra donation means one extra person getting the help they need. Both Pauline and I think that's more important than us making more money than we technically need.
This year's Vinelaser Fest is busier than previous years, so we met our target earnings more quickly than we expected. That's enough for us.
Pauline flower seller. Are these both from Mondstadt? Definitely for sure because of their clothes, though. But the only flower... But I only ever saw the flower girl at Mondstadt, not Pauline.
It doesn't seem right to leave the important task of caring for our most vulnerable to you alone. We just want to help however we can. Please, it's the least we can do.
We are extremely grateful.
Yeah. Aw, this is the warmest, fuzziest feeling ever. But this does mean we'll have to change the name of our shop. How about Favonian Goodies and Buddies?
Adding words, one way to make a big name for ourselves. Sounds good to me.
All right, let's give this all we've got and make this a charity event to remember.
With 2 new staff, the scale of the charity
Over
sale.
here for snacks, fresh flowers, and general goods. Folks, grab bargains at Favonian Goodies and Buddies.
Oh, it's Albedo.
Huh? Hey, look, it's Albedo.
Hello there.
It's been a while.
Looking to buy anything in particular, Albedo?
I'm not in dire need of anything right now. I just heard that you were running the Knights of Avonia stall and thought I'd come over. As it happens, Timaeus and I made some progress in our research recently, so I took the opportunity to bring you a batch of our finished product. Consider it our contribution to the charity effort.
So you came all the way here just to help us out? That's so nice of you! Let's take a look here. We've got bottles of... Wait, what is this stuff?
It's an extra strong sobriety potion that can sober up the intoxicated and alleviate hangovers.
Oh, yeah. If I remember correctly, that was what they said you were making.
Please, hand them out for free to anyone who needs them. Having some complimentary items will undoubtedly help you attract more customers.
Yeah, and they definitely buy more wine, considering the fact that they're sober now again.
Sounds like a super useful invention. It must have taken you ages.
Oh, it must have been a while since I demonstrated my capabilities to you. I most likely wouldn't have had any interest in research like this in the past. But now, I think that it's worthwhile using alchemy to make people's lives easier in small ways like this.
Definitely. Well, Paimon assumes so, because Paimon's never been drunk before, but plenty of our customers probably have been.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of wine stores here.
It would definitely ruin the mood if someone fell into the lake or tripped over a rock after having one too many glasses of festive cheer.
We can't take all this and give nothing in return.
Yeah, Albedo, you should take some snacks back with you and share them with Klee. It's on the house.
All right, then. I shan't refuse. I had no idea you two had such keen business sense. It's a savvy choice of location for selling snacks. There's a festive mood all around, and the division of labor is eminently sensible. If any other Knight of Favonius were running the show, it would be a much more, generic operation.
Well, that's the reason why Bernard eventually threw us into this. I guess.
Getting complimented by Albedo is an amazing feeling. This must be how it feels to drink an extra strong sobriety potion when you wake up with a groggy head.
Very nice descriptive timing.
It sounds like you know quite a lot about running a charity sale yourself, Albedo.
Well, I provided a dozen or so landscape paintings for a previous charity event, also run by the Knights of Favonius.
Oh, so there's a painting
They must have been
charity?
worth a fortune.
Well, the people buying them certainly thought so.
But probably the auction was very high.
Some felt that my painting style was a rare one worth investing in, and offered a large sum of money for each work.
Yeah,
This,
definitely
plus
for sure.
the sizable profits made from auctioning some of my still life paintings, seemed to give Alice an idea.
Oh, it's Alice.
She used her personal connections to apply for some sort of certification for my artwork. I believe they call it copyright?
Copyright.
Later, many artists began to imitate my landscape paintings, and they became a common sight throughout Mondstadt.
So it all came from you. That sounds familiar.
According to the rules of the copyright that Alice applied for, the artists need to pay me a portion of their revenue for each landscape painting of this style that they sell.
Oh.
Wealth was never one of my goals. I don't care where the money goes, so I entrusted it to the Knights of Favonius and let them manage it.
Yeah, the Knights of Favonius are very lucky to have you and Alice around.
I suppose it would be fitting to use it to pay for the destruction that Alice has created.
There is that too.
But from what I hear, they use it all on charitable initiatives, which is also a noble cause.
Yet you've done more for charity than any of us.
You never cease to amaze, Albedo.
Though it was hardly my original intention, I have come to embrace my unexpected philanthropic achievements.
Good for you.
Thank you.
You make some snacks for Albedo to take back with him.
Well then, I will be returning to the workshop. I wish you and the shop all the best.
Oh yeah, does he know that Clay and Bennett are together right now.
Thanks for your contribution, and good luck with your research. Come again when you're free.
He probably doesn't know. Speak of any of the store owners at the Pavonian Goodies and Buddies to check how their shop is doing. You can also use the tabs to check quickly. The 3 shops at Pavonian Goodies and Buddies will run simultaneously. You must consider how to use your funds and other factors to manage the running of 3 shops well. This is going to become a little bit more complicated, I think. Let's try this one out. Okay, let's try. Already been helping out another shop. Oh. So I need one more. In any cases, oh, so that's... But at least we're all in the red. Okay, let's do this. Oh no, we're in trouble. Oh no. Okay, let's decrease one from here. No, not this one. This one. Alright, let's do this. The soggy goods. Oh no. Emergency. Emergency. This won't do. There won't be any end to this. What's wrong, Matt? What's up with the store? It's an old problem. I have some daily necessities that have been shipped to my store and they've been caught in the middle of the wind, waves, and tide. I was hoping to dry them while we were open in hopes that they would be ready to sell for cheap at the end of the festival. But the Sunshine Mossad is too gentle and we are here beside Cider Lake where the air is humid. So far, nothing has gone as planned. If it goes like this, our daily necessities will get moldy. This is a bit tricky. Maybe we can make a fire to dry the shipment, but that would be too dangerous. Bernard and Leia would stop it. You could try using flaming flower stamens. How about using animograna? Wouldn't that... Maybe you could try using flaming stuff? Yeah, that's a good idea. The flaming flower stamens are really hot and should be able to dry them out in no time. To be on the safe side, you can also put them in a large glass bottle so you don't have to worry about fire spreading. Good idea. I'll send someone to get the needed materials. You two are very clever and I am in your debt. Oh, so that's it? Okay. Okay, so let's unlock this. And let's also unlock one for the flower shop. Let's increase the holistic service. business efficiency. Okay, let's decrease one here. Oh. That should do. Okay, we have another one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's open a slot in here. Wait. For that. Right, they're both open anyway. So let's put holistic service again. Oh. And we can just put... Oh, we can only place one helper at a time. So that's why. Alright, unexpected situation, bizarre clientele. The general goods shop business efficiency and flower shop solicit service targets will be more stringent for one customer cycle. What? General goods shop and flower targets will be more stringent. For the shop's business is efficacy. The efficacy. Alright, let's let's put holistic service here. Alright, that should do. Anyways, everything is in the red. Floral composition. Another emergency? What are we going to do? Arranging flowers really is a science unto itself. Oh, we did had to go at flower arrangement after all. Are you running into any problems, Pauline? It's not really a big deal. Usually I always sell flowers by variety because I think they would be clear to customers at a glance. But recently I heard that combining several kinds of flowers can make them complement each other and look more beautiful. I try to match the different flowers, and although I don't quite understand how it works, the business of the shop during the festival is significantly more busy. So I was wondering, how do you cultivate this particular kind of artistic sense? Do you have to find a professional mentor? What Pauline said is definitely something worth thinking about. What do you think, traveler? Go with something that matches your inspiration. Go look for some reference books first. Yeah, it's best to look for books. Something like this would definitely help it. Well, theory is the safest way to get started. The nice of Favonius Library has a large collection of books. You should be able to find something there, right? Leo and Azuma also have knowledge on arranging flowers. If you get the chance, you can also try to get some books written there for reference. I understand. I'll ask someone to help me get some books from the library once Wine Lace Fest ends. As for reference books from Leo and Azuma, I should be able to ask Mats. He travels a lot. Maybe the next time we meet, you'll have become a master at arranging flowers. I'll do my best. Your suggestions are really valuable. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, you need to be knowledgeable in different kinds of flowers. Not only the flowers at Mondstadt, but at Inazuma and Liyue would be better too. So, yeah. Here's a token of my gratitude. Please take it. Oh, unused stratagem. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We'll open a slot here and now. No, we started with the general goods the last time, so let's give it to her. Product quality. Oh. Well, it's already up by a notch. Okay, you're not go anymore. What's this? How many is this? Hundreds? A million? Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, she's all fine. Wait, did we miss out on this guy? Oh. Okay, but this one... It's all on business efficiency. All in the red. Alright, let's go. Customer search. The snack shops, product quality, general goods shops, business efficiency, and flower shops logistics targets will be more stringent for one customer cycle. Why? Service. Alright, everything is in the red anyway. Surplus merchandise. Got an emergency. Honor or not, Paimon, there's one more thing for you to decide. Alright, we'll help. What do you need? The peak time of Wine Lacerfest will soon be over. Some shopkeepers estimate that they will have some surplus in stock and plan to donate to us. Isn't that a good thing? Surplus stock sounds like a... Isn't that a good thing? Surplus stock sounds like a bad thing, but they seem to mean, well, we might not be able to sell it all. Yeah, that's the problem. We might not be able to sell it all. And considering the fact that we're selling foods, it's not good to delay them for days. Delay selling them for days, you know. The Honorary Knight has a good point. Our ability to sell is also limited. After these goods are donated to us, we might not be able to sell them and they might accumulate. Some of the daily necessities and food will soon go bad, which would be a waste of good intentions. Yeah. Exactly what I said. Paimon didn't think about that. Traveler always seemed to know best. Perhaps we should politely decline after explaining our reasons. Could it be resold to the Knights of Favonius? This is indeed a method, and sometimes the Knights will spontaneously count their personal needs. If residents have used goods that they are willing to sell and the Knights do not mind, they can make a deal directly to reduce the waste of materials. In the same way, the inhabitants could speak directly to the Knights if they need something. Maybe someone recently wanted to buy something but didn't realize that these owners had a lot of stuff they couldn't sell. Alright, well, it's up to you to bridge the gap, Bernard. Bernard leaves for the order to look at the purchase needs. Honorary Knight, Paimon, good news. It just so happens that a lot of people want to buy used goods these days and they can resell most of the surplus goods to them. Some of the Knights also chipped in to pay for our hard work. Okay, the thrift crisis is solved and everyone's needs are met. Alright. Okay. I think I'll still need some time for this one, so this will be my last one. Well, we're all in the red. Oh. Anyways, we're all in the red now. Anyway. Let's go. Okay, let's leave for now. Oh, they already started?
said that the Knights of Avonius would help us get ingredients for Razor's wine, right? They should probably be ready by now. Let's go check.
Well, anyways, I'll leave that one for for the next video. But I think I can, yeah, I can already get this and well, not this one yet. Anyways. But just a minute. Let me I wonder what this one is for. A new notice board has been placed near the Wine Lace market. What is it for? Oh, this one. How cute, Paimin. Anyways, I'll leave this for the next video. I'll see you guys.